AEW went all out for tonight's pay per view. So let's kick an ash and let's talk about it. Let's go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Cross You Out podcast. And of course, I am your host, Eric Cross. And in today's show, well, we are going all out and talking about AEW All Out. And I'm going to tell you right now, that main event and that closing segment of the final match or the Bryan Danielson Jack Perry match, man, they are going all out basically. We're gonna get right into it. First things first. I'm not gonna go through the what is it, the buy-in show. So didn't really catch it. I was kind of zoning in and out, and I was doing some stuff. But we get into the main card. So the first match was MJF versus Daniel Garcia. Um, I, Here's the thing. I know they're trying to push Daniel Garcia for this kind of little mini run that he's getting into, but realistically, I don't see Daniel Garcia going into a true main event. Stepping up and going towards that main event spot. Um, is he mid card? Possibly. I don't want to say he's lower on the totem pole, but honestly, I don't see it in Daniel Garcia. They had a good match. I will give them that, but MJF picks up the victory on this one, and again, hopefully we can see MJF move on, start feuding with somebody else. Um, I don't know if MJF is going to be the pretty much the guy that gets people ready for the main event. I don't know, but I don't think Daniel Garcia is one of those guys. That's just my opinion. So just don't attack me. We go into the next match, the AEW Tag Team Championship match. The Young Bucks defending their titles against the Blackpool Combat Club, Claudio Castagnoli and Wheeler Yuta. Again, it was kind of a match that was just thrown together at last minute. I don't quite understand why they didn't put Grizzly Young Vets on with FTR to set up something for a number one contender shop. But it was a decent match. The Bucks do pick up the victory. They are still your World Tag Team Champions. Again, wasn't really a match that kind of was really, really pulling me in. You got Claudio, you got the Bucks. They're and Will Yuta. He's actually gotten way better than he used to be. But again, it was just, I don't know. There was something missing. Realistically, was just the fact that this was just a thrown together match. I know they tried to pull the whole. They've been the Elite has been feuding with the Blackpool Combat Club for months, and they had this match and they were in this match. But at the same time, I'm like, it still feels very thrown together. Um, it was a very decent, very good kind of match. Not overly exciting, but still, it was a good match. Um, we go into the let's see, the international title match: Will Ospreay versus Pac. Now this was a match that was deemed fight forever by the crowd. They loved this match. This was actually a really amazing match. Great, what first match back as the champion for Will Ospreay. You know, it was a great opponent to for him to have. Um, you know, I would think and I would hope that at some point, we would be able to give Pac the bastard a shot as champion. Besides the trios champion that he's doing with the Blackpool Combat Club, which is up in the air right now. But I really feel again this match was really good, really high pace, very spotty fest, as the old American Dream used to say. This was all flippity floppity, baby. But it was really good. I really enjoyed this match. I love this one. Will Ospreay picks up the victory on this one. Chris Statlander versus Willow Nightingale in a Chicago street fight. Um, they went out there and they threw down. They were having fun out there. Um, good hardcore type of style matchup. Again, um, I want to see more from. I want to see a push for Willow Nightingale to at least do something more. You know, this feud has been going on way too long. She's won already twice against Chris Statlander, and they're very clean wins. So what do they do now? Is this kind of a reverse? They won two, and now the bad guy wins, and that's it. This feud is done. I'm hoping that's the case because I don't want to see this no more. But again, that's just me. Um, so we go into the next match, and it was the Continental Championship. Um, it was Okada versus Orange Cassidy versus Takeshi versus Mark Briscoe, and again, good kind of thrown together matchup. Still didn't feel right there, but again, it was still a good match. A lot of spotty stuff in this match. Takeshi and Okada need to have kind of a one-on-one matchup. They need to have this. This is gonna be. Hopefully, this is gonna be the match they build to. Um, but Okada picks up the victory and still your Continental Champion. And again, good match, really good. We go into the TBS title match. Mercedes Monet versus Hikaru Shida. Um, I don't know what this was, but it did not come together. It did not feel. I don't know. It just felt very lackluster for me. I felt like this match itself was kind of when they wanted to hit a move, they kind of um, you know tiptoed and then go into the move, and it just kind of looked. I don't know. This match to me looked very weird. The fact that they were out there just kind of they were trying to go for hard hitting moves, and then it just kind of looked like really soft. So I don't know. I don't know. It probably is just me. I feel like this the match itself was a Dynamite match that could have been on Dynamite or Rampage. But what do I know? Mercedes Monet picks up the victory. It's very easy for me to say that. She is still your champion. Then we go into the final sanction match of the night. This was for the AEW World Heavyweight Championship. Bryan Danielson versus Jack Perry. Um, to say Jack Perry, is he going to be somewhat of a main event star in the next couple months, next couple years? Very much so. He is going to be that very much that that heel. If he continues to be a heel, um, that heel top guy. I feel like Perry has the business already in his mind, and he's already set, and he knows what to do with it. Um, so I think in the next couple years or in the next couple months, actually, I feel like, you know, if anything, give him a shot with the belt, see what happens. You know, don't don't let this don't let this don't let this character of Jack Perry hold him back. You know what I mean? He has that talent and he has that potential to become a true big main event star. Um, but Brian Danielson does pick up the victory off of this um, after a couple of interference from the elite. Then here comes the Blackpool Combat Club to chase off. Really good kind of finish for it. Brian Danielson does pick up the victory, but the post match altercation. Here comes Luchasaurus or Kill Switch comes out and attacks Danielson. Then a face off kind of between Jack Perry and Luchasaurus, and Jungle Express, and the whole thing they were doing back in the day with you know uh, what's his name I can't even remember his name. I'm sorry. But the whole Jurassic Express gimmick and everything, the tag team titles they won. Um, and then here comes Christian. Christian is walking down the aisle. He has his contract to for a world title match at any time he wants. Um, but he gets stopped by John Moxley and the rest of the Blackpool Combat Club comes out to kind of save the day, and you know, looks like you're going to send off the people happy. Danielson's with his Blackpool Combat Club, and everything looks fine and dandy. And then all of a sudden, Claudio Castagnoli gives Brian Danielson an uppercut, sends him to his ass, and Danielson is looking up at him like, "What did you just do right now? Like, what the hell's going on?" And out of nowhere, I mean, for Brian Danielson, anyways, you can see it in the background of the camera shot. John Moxley has a plastic bag and puts it over his head, and to proceed to kind of take the breath away from him. And I feel I don't feel any outrage about this. I think I think this was controlled. This was something um, that was very much just a gimmick and just an angle to get things started with this kind of loose cannon, John Moxley. Um, and I can already tell by just watching the whole thing, some people are going to be very pissed off and they're going to lose their shit and they're going to just be like, oh, blah, blah, blah. But it's fine. It's fine. It's starting to start something up. Will John Moxley be the one to send Brian Danielson home? Will you know? Will this set up a combat club breakup, and Because Wheeler Yuta was not looked like he was not on board with this, and Pac was holding him back, and it was just something that was completely out of nowhere, you know, and I feel like this this was a good setup. I really liked it. I will say it threw me off guard at first, but I think this was a really good angle to start this feud. Um, but we go on to our unsanctioned lights out steel cage match, which thank God they didn't turn off all the lights. They turned off the lights for a minute, and that was good. Um, we go to the steel cage match. It was Hangman Page versus Swerve Strickland. Um, and when I say these two men went out there and they had as JR would say, a slobber knocker of a match. This was absolutely crazy. You know, a cinder block. Um, you know, what else? Chairs, tables, staple guns. It had a lot of crazy things. Towards the end was absolutely insane. Hangman Page pulls out Swerve's grill from his mouth and proceeds to stab him with a it looked like it was a syringe um, into his mouth, and then proceeds to give him the absolute worst chair shot I have ever seen. Hands no up, just head taking the brunt of it. Swerve, I really hope you're okay, brother. And Hangman, I think you killed him, so I think you need to lay low for a little bit. Hopefully, find a relative that you can stay with for a while, but I think you need to lay low. Man, that was absolutely insane. Um, I mean, I don't know what to say about this. This was an absolutely crazy ass match. I really enjoyed this steel cage match. I really hope when it gets to those type of feuds, AEW does let their talent go out there and do the absolutely balls to the wall type of stuff to the point where this feud, yes, I have been saying I don't want to see this match continue and continue and continue, but after seeing stuff like this and what they can top each other from matches previous, I wouldn't mind seeing another one, another unsanctioned match. You know, who knows? But again, I really feel like this show as a whole was it did have some kind of iffy matches, but at the same time, the I honestly would say the last two matches um, really boosted this show. No, actually, I will say the Willow Nightingale and Chris Statlander match did the same thing as well. It helped out with boosting up the crowd, and it was an actually really great show. So again, really a really amazing show. I really feel like AEW just continue to do what you're doing. Don't worry about what WWE is doing. Don't worry about anything else. Worry about AEW, what you need to fix, what you don't need to fix, what you need to worry about with, talent and stuff like that. That's all you have to do because you don't need to worry about a company that's been here since the 70s or, however long it's been, 60s, whatever. You need to worry about a company that you're building. You know, It's growing and growing and growing and growing. You need to continue to grow, and that's it. That's all you need to worry about. Don't worry about anything else. Worry about shows like this. Worry about things that you're building to for the future and, upcoming matches, because that's all it is. That's all you need to do. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, I am worn out. This was a crazy ass show. So, all out, AEW All Out was absolutely amazing. If you did not get a chance to go check it out, I highly recommend go see it. It was really good. So, um, next show, I will be back. I'll probably do a cigar review. I haven't done one in a minute. I will be doing um, possibly a cigar by Eric Espinosa and um, Guy Fieri. The what is it? The Knuckle Sandwich, I believe it's called. I will be doing that one. If not anything changes, of course, I will be doing a cigar review no matter what. So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, cross out. Good night, everybody.